I had to get to a point where I was brave enough to have those conversations and to share how I actually felt with folks. And like, it wasn't that I just cut them off, it was a communication. And then it was an allowance for them to share with me how they felt about what I was doing, and for us to work on our relationships, y'all. And there was a version of them that ultimately did get released. That's what people don't understand about reality. It is so wild, y'all. Like, the way that this all works, like, you can release people and they be the same person, but it be on a different storyline, because you had that conversation about how they wasn't feeding you. You hear me? How they weren't feeding your spirit, how they not in alignment, and they have to make the choice about whether or not they gonna stay in your life or if they gonna gravitate out. You hear me? It be the same person, but in a different storyline, and you will notice how they change, and you will notice how everything else changes around you. Like, for real, I'm telling y'all, I practice this, y'all. I'm in the astral, I meditate, I'm like doing like really interesting things. And like, I think one of the most moving things that I explored, that I finally came in understanding about, was that when you are doing your storyline, some people call it time hopping, whatever, but as you're elevating in your ascension as a spiritual being, y'all, when you have those hard conversations, when you be real, when you get into the hard things that can cause pain and that hurt, when you start taking away the mask, when you start taking away the illusions, when you start confronting the hard things that you never wanted to, because you were living in fear that you would lose somebody, that you needed them to make you whole rather than build with. When you realize that, and that you don't have to seek their validation, that you don't really need that love and caring that you thought that you want and that you were desperate for, that you chased, that you were trying to figure out solutions for, and rather you say, hey, I'm whole, but if you want to build with me in alignment, here is how I need to live. And I'm not trying to change you, but I'm trying to tell you how I'm going to live my life. And if it isn't in line with you, then we got to do different ways. And you got to do the same thing for your job, y'all. Different people at your job, the same thing will apply if you have those hard conversations. And y'all, I'm here to tell you, though, when you figure out what you actually want and where you're alignment in life, things will fall away too. Not everybody's going to decide to be in your life and to move with you and to grow and expand and build with you. Those people, places, and things will drop off from you. They might decide to say, hey, I'm gonna fire you. I'm just putting that disclaimer warning out there. If you have a real conversation with your boss, because you be like, I've been putting in all this work, I feel I deserve a raise, or I feel like I'm not getting acknowledgement, I feel like I need more flexibility in my work hours, they might like, well, this might not be the place for you. And rather than looking at it as, well, see what talking and advocating for myself got me, look at it as, okay, this is my opportunity to step into what I'm really supposed to be doing. I know it's harder said than done, because y'all, this is not easy. Being brave is not easy, but it's so worth it. And you are finally choosing you. You are finally choosing yourself. For all the energy that you used to give to people, places, and things, jobs who would just take all your energy, siphon all your energy, bring you to a low state, bring you to anxiety, to depression, to fear, to anger, to just all kinds of just states that are not ideal, and all the energy you gave them, now you can pull it all back and give it to yourself. And you can channel it, you can funnel it to whatever actually interests you. You can take care of yourself. You can make time for yourself to do things that are going to help you feel better and help you be focused and help you build the vision that you have for your life.